Welcome to This Explainer, drawing on some fantastic insights from GoodCarpetGuide.Com. If you're a U.S. homeowner gearing up for a renovation, you've probably figured out that navigating the whole eco-friendly flooring space can feel, well, like wandering through a total maze of marketing buzzwords. Today, we're cutting right through that noise to give you the ultimate buyer's guide to carpets that are genuinely sustainable. So let's just dive right in and ask a pretty tough question about the hidden health costs right under our feet. Is your carpet toxic? For decades, traditional carpets have been churned out using petroleum-based polymers, heavy chemical stain treatments, and synthetic adhesives. So when you roll out a brand new traditional carpet, you aren't just bringing a fresh color into your living room. You might actually be introducing a complex cocktail of chemicals that can actively impact your family's health and the very air you breathe every single day. And you know, the impact doesn't stop at your front door. Just look at this massive number, 3.5 billion. That represents the pounds of carpet ending up in U.S. landfills every single year, literally second only to diapers when it comes to eating up landfill space. Because traditional carpets are made of these complex synthetic layers all glued together, they're practically impossible to recycle, which means that old living room carpet, it's just going to sit in the ground for centuries. Here is our roadmap for today to help ensure you get the best long-term value and health benefits for your renovation. First, true sustainability. Second, natural wonders. Third, high-tech synthetics. Fourth, the hidden hero, padding. And finally, certifications you can trust. Let's kick things off with Section 1, what makes carpets actually sustainable? Let's reframe what green actually means in the flooring industry. Now, what's really interesting here is that avoiding VOCs, or volatile organic compounds, is absolutely crucial for families, especially if you're dealing with asthma or chemical sensitivities. You know that famous new carpet smell? Well, you're actually smelling harmful chemical gases off-gassing into your home. We're talking about gases like formaldehyde and benzene, and they can trigger respiratory issues, headaches, and allergy flare-ups. A truly sustainable carpet absolutely has to prioritize your indoor air quality by keeping these emissions to a bare minimum, or ideally eliminating them entirely. So the crucial takeaway here is that true sustainability relies on these three pillars working together: materials, indoor air quality, and longevity. See, a carpet isn't just eco-friendly because it uses recycled materials. It also has to protect your indoor air quality, and, perhaps most importantly, it actually has to last. If a product fails in even one of these categories, honestly, it's just greenwashing. Which leads us to this quote: "The most sustainable carpet is the one you do not replace." This brilliantly illustrates our main paradigm shift today. Durability is actually the ultimate eco-friendly feature. It might sound like a catchy slogan, but it's just pure math. A carpet that lasts 20 years uses a quarter of the raw material, a quarter of the manufacturing energy, and takes up a quarter of the landfill space compared to some cheap synthetic carpet you have to rip out and replace every 5 years. Moving right along to Section 2, natural wonders, wool and grasses. Let's see how nature provides some of the absolute best flooring solutions. Wool is basically the ultimate long-term investment. It naturally acts as a home air filter and safely decomposes at the end of its decades-long lifespan. It's truly nature's miracle fiber. Get this, it has this incredible scale-like structure that actively traps allergens, keeping them out of your breathing zone until you just vacuum them away. Even wilder, research shows wool actually absorbs and locks away VOCs like formaldehyde from the air, neutralizing them permanently. Add in the fact that it's naturally fire-resistant without needing toxic chemical flame retardants, and you can totally see why wool is the gold standard for a healthy home. But, wool isn't the only natural option. Plant-based options like jute, sisal, and seagrass are incredibly eco-friendly because they're fast-growing, highly renewable, and fully biodegradable without any synthetic polymers. They offer this gorgeous, relaxed, summery vibe. But let's be real about the practical maintenance for a second. Because they're highly absorbent plant fibers, they hold on to water fast. If you put them in a damp basement or, say, spill a glass of red wine on a Friday night, you're going to have a bad time with watermarks or mildew. So definitely keep these beautiful textures in dry, sunny spaces only. Let's shift gears to Section 3, high-tech, recycled synthetic carpets, because not all synthetics are the enemy. Now, if wool is a bit out of your budget, don't worry. This contrast really helps you weigh your options. While wool is that 20-plus year lifetime investment with a higher upfront cost, recycled synthetics offer incredible value, a 5 to 15-year lifespan, and serious stain resistance for busy areas like playrooms. Innovations in manufacturing mean companies are now taking millions of plastic water bottles that would have choked our landfills and spinning them into a soft fiber called rPET. It's a massive win for everyone, offering something incredibly tough and affordable while actively cleaning up the environment. And here is where it gets really innovative. Mohawk's Aero Unified Soft Flooring is a total breakthrough. Its unified design removes the need for toxic glues and traditional padding, making it an excellent choice for allergy sufferers. See, traditional carpets are notoriously hard to recycle because the fiber and the backing are completely different materials glued together. But Aero, it's engineered entirely from one single polymer, so it's 100% recyclable. It's totally VOC and latex-free, meaning zero new carpet smell. You could literally have it installed and comfortably sleep in that room the very same day without getting a headache. Plus, because the fibers don't absorb moisture, it's naturally hypoallergenic. Allergens and microbes simply cannot grow. Next up is Section 4, the hidden hero, carpet padding. You really can't talk about sustainable flooring without talking about what goes underneath it. Whether you choose wool or high-tech synthetics, using the wrong pad can actually void your warranty and shorten your carpet's life. So pairing the right eco-friendly pad is just as critical as picking the carpet fiber itself. A great carpet on a cheap, collapsing pad is going to wear out years before it should. Thankfully, there are some amazing options heavily reliant on recycling. We've got Rebond foam made from 100% recycled scrap foam, synthetic or natural felt with zero latex binders, and flat rubber that lasts 10 to 20 years. Let's compare a couple of those head-to-head. If budget is key, Rebond is your go-to highly affordable recycled option. We're talking just 25 to 80 cents a square foot. It's that multicolored foam you see everywhere, and it's actually a fantastic sustainability story because it's made entirely from recycled furniture and automotive foam scraps. It does compress over time, though. Flat rubber, on the other hand, is a bit more expensive up front. But if you want ultimate sustainability, its ability to outlive the carpet itself is unmatched. It is incredibly dense. You could theoretically install a carpet over flat rubber, wear that carpet completely out a full decade later, and keep the exact same rubber padding for your next installation. That is the literal definition of a sustainable life cycle. Finally, let's look at Section 5, certifications you can trust. Okay, to avoid falling for greenwashing on the showroom floor, you absolutely need to know how to verify these environmental claims. Take a mental snapshot of this slide, because these third-party badges are the only reliable way to ensure your new carpet is genuinely safe. The flooring industry loves throwing around unregulated terms like eco-friendly or green without meeting any real standard. But these independent certifications actually test the products in chambers. If you're looking at synthetics, demand the Green Label Plus or Floor Score to guarantee strict limits on VOCs. And if you're investing in an organic wool rug, look for GOTS, that's the Global Organic Textile Standard, or Cradle to Cradle. Those guarantee there are no hazardous red list chemicals, synthetic latex backings, or toxic moth-proofing sprays hiding in the fibers. So which eco-friendly floor will you stand on? Armed with this knowledge from GoodCarpetGuide.com, you're now totally ready to make a flooring choice that protects both your family's health and the planet. We've seen that true sustainability isn't just about what a carpet is made of, right? It's about the air you breathe and the decades that material stays out of a landfill. Whether you invest in the natural superpowers of wool or the high-tech, zero VOC recyclability of modern synthetics, your buying power can truly drive this industry toward a healthier future. So as you plan your next home renovation, I'll leave you with this question. Are you just buying a floor, or are you investing in a healthier home? Thanks for tuning into this explainer, and we'll catch you next time.